Hi, I'm Alex Boccardo, and here is my Shift 570 story about my BMW F80 M3. So, a long time ago, I started detailing cars right out of high school, realized how much of a passion I had for, you know, doing things that people didn't do. Everyone cleaned a car or buffed a car, but little details my father taught me growing up is what meant the most. My father met a gentleman called Dave. We're going to call him the mate. He asked me to do his BMW M3. It was the first inline six cylinder, 333 horsepower model. It was a 2005. So it was right in the same thing that it's a 2002 to 2007. And I fell in love with the car. I couldn't sleep that night. I got all excited, called my father. We detailed the car. We were driving it around. It was the first time that I actually drove a M3. I was up all night, like just thinking about the car. The next day, I detailed it, I drove it, and when I get back to the guy, he said, "Hey, drive it to full potential." I'm like, "I didn't. It's your car. I respect that." And him and I went out, and it changed my life forever. M-Car is something different. A BMW M is pure racing heritage. You can get in that car and people think it's a regular 3 Series. What made me fall in love is that if you never drove an M, you won't understand what I'm saying. You get in this car, you could drive to the grocery store, you can pick up your kids, you can go on vacation. But when you want to get down and dirty, the car, the high revving, the hard shifting, the pure adrenaline rush of an M3 is that. And I'm a huge racing guy. I raced my whole life. I did cars, I did quads, I did everything. But what made me fall in love with BMW is just a pure adrenaline, great everyday car. You don't just have to get in it and race it to the full extent. You can get in the car, take your girlfriend for a nice ride, or take the kids for a ride, or get in it and go beast mode. Went to order the car. They were not making any more BMWs M's for that year. My model that I ordered, because it was so plain, they accepted. So BMW, great company, actually emailed me and said, congratulations, we're going to take your car on. Here's what we're going to build. It's actually going to be classified as an 18, but here you go. Another cool part about that was I wouldn't have gotten the car in 17, but because I ordered a manual transmission, they built it for 18. I was thrilled about that. So I actually said to my dealership, like, if you have a car like this, I'll buy it outright for that year and everything else. They didn't have it. So the cool part was I got to custom build my car. I got to go on the website. I got to piece it together. I got the emails. They built the car specifically for me. And that is the coolest thing ever. That's why I will never sell what you see behind me. My son or daughter one day will drive that car. I put the order in, and it took almost 6 months to get the car. There's a lot of like little hiccups here and there, but I received the car. My best friend, Jesse Carrillo, was actually there that day. He worked for BMW. He delivered me the car, and it was one of the best days ever. I had me, my father, and Jesse there. It was just a great experience, something that I can never, ever explain, but something I wish all of you could experience one day. This is my dream car. Like, a lot of guys want Ferraris, Lamborghinis, crazy cars. I didn't want that. This is my car. Like, I didn't do it for like, oh, I have a BMW M, I have this and that. This is the car that made me lose sleep, that I hung in my bedroom, that I always told myself, you know what, I'm going to get this one day. So I picked up my car, and it was a rainstorm. Nervous. Drove it home around 45, 50 miles per hour. Couldn't believe that it was my car. Next day, it was a beautiful day, sunny, beautiful. I took the car for a ride, and I was completely disappointed. I couldn't believe that I thought, like, oh my God, I can't wait to get this twin turbo motor. Gonna be so fast and powerful. I was completely disappointed. Not what I expected. Something that I just didn't like. I actually called the dealership. You know, it's not what I wanted. It's not what I expected. I kind of want my money back. I don't want this car. Like, I hate it. It's not right. BMW and other cars make it so when you first buy the car, you don't rev it too high. You don't, push the boost up on the turbos. They have to have a braking period. I'm stubborn at the time. I didn't know. I just thought I was going to get in the car and go, and it was going to be great. I broke the car in the right way, apparently. And after that, it was a dream. This car was everything I thought it would be and more. Everybody says, I'm going to leave it stock. This is my dream car. I'm good with it. That didn't happen. We're guys. Come on, let's be honest. So off the factory, I ordered just the front and rear valence. Drove it around for a little while. I'm like, all right, good car. Really good looking. I got what I wanted. Next thing I did, call my dealership. I want the M Performance exhaust system. Okay, sounds good. Still can't hear a turbo. Got the intake system. Intake system. Loud pops, burbles. Turbos are loud. Love it. Still not good enough because we're guys. I went with a Stage 2 VF Engineering tune, downpipes, charge pipes, heat exchanger, oil cooler, everything that you could possibly think of. The car was insane. So I bought my car, not the competition model. I bought my car just a plain M3. It was 424 horsepower with 400 foot-pounds of torque. After VF Engineering, the oil exchanger, the heat exchanger, downpipes, full exhaust, the intake, Stage 2 hex tune, Stage 1 GTS tune, which is for the pops and bangs, brought it up to 640 horsepower. Unbelievable. Completely changed the car. Again, manual transmission, so very difficult to clutch. I love the tune. I had a great time, but I couldn't drive it every day. This is the car that I wanted, that I could drive it every day, take it to shows, and enjoy it, and it wasn't the right tune. VF, I love you guys. You do a lot of like high-end cars. For me and for what I had, it wasn't the right tune. So I detuned the car, brought it back, took out the downpipes, took out the tune, everything else I left in there. Heat exchanger, everything that I had done, I left it. And to this day, it's still the same way. I have the speedometer that goes up to still 175, like the top speed. It's usually I think from the factory, it's 155 from what I'm told. I don't know how that works, but I've loved the car ever since. I have 15,000 miles on it. I have it for 3 years. Not my everyday driver, but it's not a garage queen. A lot of mods that I did that no one really cares about. I did the competition seatbelts. I did the armrest. I did the shift boot. I did the emergency brake. I did the racing pedals. I did the front rear valence. I did the spoiler. I did everything that you could possibly think about. Stock though, not aftermarket companies which make beautiful products. I did everything BMW, tuned or performance or factory parts. I never want to veer off that. The only thing I did veer off from was when I tuned the motor to the VF Engineering, which was a great company, great product, just not what I was looking for. Right now, I'm gonna flash my car. Dynan just came out with a Stage 1 flash, and I think I'm gonna go with that. Looks, I did the M3 Performance side skirts. I did the Performance grille, the Performance front end, the Performance valence, the M3 Performance exhaust system, the tips, the seat belts, the shifter, the armrest, the pedals, everything that you could think of that was BMW, I did, and I left it stock in a way because I wanted it BMW. I didn't want anything aftermarket. I wanted it that it is BMW full and out, and that's what I like. The grille that you see with the 3 stripes on it right there goes for around $358. I got it off eBay, 99 cents. It makes me smile. If you can't get in your car every day or look back at it when you park in a parking spot and just smile and say, that's my car, that makes me happy. I love it. It's beautiful. It's the wrong car for you. I never have to get in my car and look back and be like, man, I wish I got this or that. That is my car. That baby is mine. It makes me smile every day. And that is why I chose the F80 M3. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're a brand new channel. I really appreciate the support. We're Shift 570. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have your dream car and you want to be on our channel, email us, write us. Email address, if you'd like to contact us, is contactshift570@gmail.com. We support it. We love you guys. Thank you for supporting our channel. It helps us out if you like it and subscribe. We're really trying. We really look forward to like bringing you guys new content and everything else. We're just a couple of guys that are just trying to show what we love and what we do.
Shift 570, all motor in any PA.
First launch I've ever done.